You want to increase your wealth, you're going to have to slowly scale up your wealth. You're going to have to start building more from where you're at now to reach the next step. Now, whether or not that means getting promotions and raises at work, or throwing your eggs into multiple different baskets and diversifying your portfolio and having various sources of income, that's what you must do. When it comes to people like a millionaire, the average millionaire makes 7 different sources of revenue continually pay them. So why most people who live in the lower middle class have one job and it's roughly 40 hours a week, the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. 7 different sources. And those sources could be $100,000 to $1,000 a week to multi-million dollars a week. But they have on average 7. So a tip and trick for you for this video is go get a piece of paper and pen and write down my 7 strategies, or my 7 hustles, or my 7 jobs or careers or whatever, and you think of 7 ways for you to earn income. Thoroughly think about this and only write down answers that you're completely passionate about or you're very familiar with and you know the ins and outs of them. So it's going to be hard to produce income off sources that you're not familiar with. So first off, stick to the stuff that you know, and then go to the things that you're good at. And then if you got time, or if you'd like to jump into some other fields and try some things, do it once those other sources of revenue are already generating income. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is you can't go from $0 to $1 million overnight if you have no plan and if you have no scaling. And what I mean by scaling is you need to go from, say you have $0 one day, okay, well you need to hit $1,000. And then once you hit $1,000, you need to reach $10,000 level. Once you reach $10,000, you need to reach $50,000 or $100,000. And then go from $100,000 to maybe $250,000 and then $500,000. And then after you've been generating $500,000, you go to the next step of being a millionaire. You have to build it up. Your 7 sources or 10 sources or 50 sources or 100 sources of income are not just going to happen overnight. They will slowly evolve if you make them evolve. So stick to things that you really, really care about, because when it comes to your financial well-being, the only one who really cares about it is you. Your parents and your friends and all them, they will feel for you, but they're not in your shoes if you fail. So be considerate of everything that you're doing. Make sure that you can be willing to accept a loss from time to time, because you're going to fail numerous times before you succeed. And when it comes to startup businesses and various sources of income, a lot of them are going to fail and they're not going to work, or they're not going to produce the results that you expect. So it's going to take time, it's going to take patience. But I want you to think about, if you were a millionaire and you had at least 7 sources of income, what would they be? Write them out, figure out how you can turn that into reality, and you're golden. That'll be one thing that you don't have to worry about later on in the future. That's one thing that most people are not aware of in this world. I'm 28 years old and I was just exposed to that information. I've always known to diversify your money and try to earn from different things. But they're being very specific. They said 7 is the average. So I think it's best for anybody who's trying to become that level of success by being something like a millionaire is have at least 7. Probably more. And it may take 6 months and it may take 25 years. How bad do you really want it? If you're content with working your 40-hour a week, collecting your paycheck, paying your bills, and having a little bit to spend for enjoyment, then so be it. But if you want to suck it up and do what it takes to earn that higher level of success and earn them extra accolades, then you're going to have to grind, you're going to have to hustle, and you're going to have to do what the other millionaires do. And that's have at least 7 sources of income, generating money continually. Think about it. Can you create a source of income that generates money even while you're sleeping? Once you start doing things like that, money will come to you from all sources and directions. Ideas will come to you much easier. But until you're making money around the clock or even when you're sleeping, you got a long way to go. If you're going to be really trying to earn from 7 sources, you're going to have to be busy. You may have to delegate some of those responsibilities to others. But it's all part of achieving that next level of financial success and becoming, the dream that most people have of being a millionaire. That's my simple advice for this video. I hope it was beneficial. I hope that it makes you think a little bit differently about being a millionaire and how to achieve that millionaire status. But I don't want you to get bent out of shape about just your 7. I want you to figure out, maybe 1 or 2 that you really are. I want you to write down your 7, but 1 or 2 that you could start today or tomorrow. Like, say you have a full-time job. That's one of them right there. And what are you going to make for the next 6 or 10 or whatever it may be? So that's all I got for today. I hope the information was important to you. I hope anybody out there gained something from this video. When you're trying to be a millionaire, you got to earn, and you got to keep earning, and you got to earn from all directions. No millionaire ever is going to tell you that they made their money by working extra overtime at the plant, or they made their first million by studying extra hard when they were in college, or that they saved their first million off working them 40-hour weeks. It's not going to happen. For the most practical way that people are in low income or the middle class are going to reach that millionaire status is they slowly build up businesses and generate income from 7 to more sources of income. Pick your 7 and you've already started. You're ahead of most people if you can even get halfway through the list. Thanks for viewing. Have a blessed day.